cross form and some burlap. First thing we want to show you about the cross is the way it comes to you. And it comes in two parts and you have to put it together. And each cross has a little zip tie attached to it. So when you put it together, you can secure the two pieces together with the zip tie. And if your zip tie is not there, it comes off, you can just use, of course, any zip tie. And this is called a KD cross. Do you know every time we go to Craig Bachman, they're always talking about KD items like the candy cane and the work ball and KD, it's KD this. I did not know what that meant, and it's not very frequently I have to defer to my husband, but I would say, what does it mean? And it means knockdown.
Oh, it means you take it apart.
Right, I didn't know that. Didn't know that. So anyway, and on these, the work crosses, any of the twig pieces, just be prepared. You're going to have debris. This has like a coating on it that it kind of has a mossy look, and it does flake off, and it is a little hard on your fingers. But if you're wanting to make something where your twists don't show up much, on your creation, this is really a nice one to go with. And when Carrie was putting this one together, we noticed that there was that one. There's a twig there that only has one limb of the twig. And you're going to run into that on your pencil wreaths or work wreaths. Lots of times that's going to happen. And we're going to show you how to fix it with just a piece of floor wire. Just cut that in half. And just wrap it around the side that you need there. And twist it together, and you can fix that. It's aggravating, but sometimes you just have to fix something. These twists maybe just snap off during shipping or something like that. But that's an easy way to do that. And if you don't have floor wire, you can use a chenille stem, pipe cleaner, or just any little piece of tinsel or something. And I think this cross had two on it. Did you have another one?
No, it was stuck down.
Okay, right. Sometimes the parts, the little twist will be stuck, to the frame itself, and you think it's missing one, and then dig around a little bit and you can find it. And let me put that out of the way. Okay, so let's move that. We're going to make our cross using this new burlap. It's a loose weave. It's cheap burlap. That's the only way around it. It's just cheap burlap. It does have the edges are overcast, so that's going to help. But anytime you have burlap, you're gonna have loose strings. You're gonna have some raveling. And on this burlap, you're gonna see it's gonna have some nubby places, and it's like toe sack material. You don't know what toe sack is?
I don't.
Well, anyway. But we're going to use a ruffle technique, and we're going to cut these 12 inches. And we counted, how many twists did you, there's 24 twists on the work cross. And this burlap comes in 10 yards. It's 12 inches wide and 10 yards. We also have it in 18 and 6, I think, too. But so you should be able to get 36 ruffles out of one roll of 10-yard material, whether it be burlap or mesh or paper. But we'll cut this and then we'll start adding on our ruffles. We'll probably do 2 layers of ruffles. Okay, so we've got 48, I think, cuts. So we did have to get into the second row. And usually what we do on the ruffle wreath, we just, everything we made lately has been ruffled. But I like that. Usually we'll go around the frame one time with ruffles and then come back and do the second layer. But since these are kind of hard on your fingers, let's just try two ruffles at a time.
Okay.
And when you scrunch up your ruffle, you lay it flat down, and you want to, these are your cut edges, these are your hemmed edges over here, so you want to go up through the middle, just scrunch up through the middle, gather. Alright, so I'm going to kind of hold one way, and I'm gonna kind of lay the other one kind of opposite, and then I'm gonna open up a twist. Doesn't matter where you start, and well, I say I am. Look at there, hold on. I kind of got to get my placement. There you go. It works better to get my placement situated before I. And just wrap those twists. Scoop those out of the way.
Trouble with that.
It's hairy. Sorta, kinda. Center. This is gonna be. I may take this one home. I think I'm gonna like it.
All right. Take that ornament off your front door, put his hair.
The whole world knows it is February the 6th, and my Christmas ornament decoration is still on the front door. I said, go in there and call your daddy, tell him to go out there and get it. I think about it every time I drive up the driveway. I say, there's that ornament, I need to go out there and get it. And then you get in the house and it's forgotten about. I might want the kids to go out there and get it when they're worried about this being, 10-inch wide.
Right.
What did I say?
12.
Okay, we usually make it with 10-inch wide material, and this is 12, and I was afraid the ruffles might be a little too big, but I don't think they're going to be. Feed sack dresses.
We're not going to start selling.
I don't think I ever had to wear a feed sack dress. Now, my grandmother did, and my mother did. But I think I might have had a nightgown or two that might have been made out of feed sack.
Ooh.
I can remember Mama, my grandmother, talking about, and Mother too, even their underwear was made out of feed sack. Really? Itchy. Well, a lot of that was just old domestic type material. It's just bleached muslin. So I guess it probably wasn't that bad, but anyway, it's not exactly like going to Victoria's Secret and getting new undies, is it? The good old days.
I'm going to have to cut some more.
I miscounted, and I lost track. I was running my mouth and not counting while she was cutting, and I got to have a few more. So we'll take a break for this commercial. Okay, well, we figured out why we were short. My math skills are not, really that good anymore. And a 10-yard roll will yield 30 pieces, 12 inches in width. And we did a video yesterday, and if I said it once, I'll probably said it 3 times, that a 10-yard roll would yield 36 pieces, 36 ruffles. So anyway. Couldn't figure out. I thought, well, maybe the burlap didn't have 10 yards on it. So anyway, Dave got us straight. So now we know. I don't know how many times I've said it.
I won't do that.
Well, I know, but if somebody bought something just based on what I said, about it being enough to finish a product, finish a wreath, it'd come up short.
It would.
That. Nobody's called though, so I guess they figured it out. They probably said, well, that. I don't believe to know what she's talking about. Oh, right, we didn't mention that too. We have crosses in 2 sizes, and the 36-inch cross was just really large. So Craig Bachman, he is so responsive to when we ask for something. He made this smaller 27-inch one for us. Okay, so, yeah. How's that looking?
That's good.
I like that. Of course, we can pull some strings when we get done. You don't have to do it right now. I like that. Of course, our hanger, I can't see the top. But there's our cross with 2 layers of burlap, 2 layers of burlap ruffles. And now we're going to decide how to finish it off. Okay. All right, we found this wooden cross that we're going to try on our burlap cross. This has been very popular. It's just made out of wood. It's got a little grapevine, but it says, "When in doubt, look up." So it's very appropriate for this. And we're just going to position that in the center and attach it with some wire. And then we also picked out a couple of other things. We've got this paper ribbon. I should open that. And we're going to maybe do some chevron strips or some loops or something with that. And then we also have this new jute flex tubing. We got this in just before Christmas in a few colors. But when we were at Craig Bachman in Chicago a couple of weeks ago, they're coming out now with a faux burlap that's going to be much like this, but it's going to be a faux burlap. So we're going to add some of this in too. And another option that you could do is, this is that peony bundle we were talking about. It's really pretty. It has a really nice, realistic stem. I mean, and you could just like position that somewhere in the center and put a bow and some streamers, and that's all you would need to do. But I love that. I mean, it's got the peonies in full bloom and large buds and tight buds. It's just one of my favorite pieces. Okay? All right, let's attach the cross. Just lay it down flat and we'll...
How about knock the over?
Okay, so we're going to kind of find our place on that, and then we're going to attach some, I think probably some wire would be the best way. Okay, the best way to attach something like this with this thickness of wood would be to, if it had a hanger on the back that you could use, which this one doesn't. It's got this wire hanger, you know, at the top. But some of those little eyelet screws that, you know, they only screw in like 1/8 of an inch, maybe, or between 1/8 of an inch and 1/4, and you screw those in, and then that gives you a little eye that you can thread your wire through. So what we had to do for this wreath is just thread it through the wire through the grapevine wreath so it wouldn't show. It would not be the best way to do it, to attach it, but for our purposes it will. And then we attached a piece down at the lower part too. And then we got our position about, you know, where we wanted to secure it. We put the crossover, and what I did was I made myself a marker with just a little tie here for the top to attach to. And then at the bottom, I really needed a little cross piece. I wanted to attach it to the frame, but I wanted to stay centered, so I put in a little bridge there with just a chenille stem. So, put that back. Give it a couple of twists, and then we'll watch it fall off. All right, and then hold it up and see if we need to center it, or I'm so close to it I can't tell. Does it look okay? I think so. All right. Okay, and you can always kind of, where you've squashed your burlap down, kind of fluff that back out. About how we're going to do this ribbon. We wanted the lighter color. We wanted to stay with the natural product since we got burlap and we've got wood. And, you know, kind of a muted color there. So we thought some cream, a nice shade of off-white today. Okay, we experimented with two or three different ways of doing some accents, and we chose some jute ribbon that's a daffodil yellow. It's an open weave jute, but it does have a wire edge. So we cut some strips of this and just made some loops, and we're using the paper flower ribbon to make some chevron strips, and then we're also using the natural color or the bleached color in the jute flex tubing. But I did want to show you when you're cutting your ribbon, a nice way to finish those edges. We're cutting this ribbon about 14 inches. It's always kind of dog-ear your ends or chevron them, fold them, and cut away from the folded side. And that just gives a nice little finishing touch to your ribbons. And then you can just combine these in any way, just pinch those together, put something on top of it. You know, we're just going to do it different ways. And then we'll take this down and finish it, and then we'll show you what it looks like when we're done. But other thing you want to remember too, when you're attaching your ribbon pieces, is when you go into your twist, go all the way down to where, you know, undo your twist. Don't put your ribbon out here and just twist it again, because what will happen is you'll have things that are sitting out here too far on the edge. You want them attached, you know, nice and snug down in your wreath. So take your twist open and go all the way down on top of your burlap, and then when you close your twist over it this time, then you want to give your twist 2 or 3 good turns, because that's the last layer that you're going to use. Okay, now we've gotten all of our ribbon curls and so forth on the wreath, and what we need to do now is go back, clip strings, take all your bows and fluff those out, and then also, I don't know if you can see it from there, but on the twig wreaths, all these little ends sticking out, if you'll take those and just wrap them around a pencil or a dowel or something, and just kind of finish off those little twists to just make them look like they're supposed to be there, I guess. You can bend them to twist them into the inside of the wreath, but since these have this nice little mossy look material on them, I like to just curl them and let them add a little something else to the wreath. Okay, we're done with our wreath now. We may need to still go back and clip some strings, but this is our finished wreath. And you can decorate it with all sorts of different ribbon or different signs or flowers or anything, but we wanted to stay with everything natural. So we used all of a 10-yard roll of the daffodil open weave. The paper flower, we still have this much, about half a roll left of it. And we used a complete roll of burlap and half probably of the second roll. The cross measures about 36 inches in height, and it's about 24-25 inches in width. Hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and thank you for stopping by. Bye-bye. Do you see the red light now? Yeah. Are we on?
Yeah.
Are we on yet? I was thinking, Carrie, on our videos, we need a little opening. I don't know. You know, this. I think it's maybe a Bib Franklin Crafts. You know, they start theirs with cranking out crafts. We need us a little jingle. Tuned out tutorials. Well, that would work. You notice I let her do all the work. That's the joy of doing something with your daughter. You can just say, "Oh, I need more of this," or "Would you hand me that?" or "Would you go put this up?" Right?
Yes. One of the tools.
Yeah. Sounds like a mouth. Scrunch, that's a word. Alright. Used to be cotton in the toes. Give me the ribbon this about my days in the 50s when we go to the cotton field. 12, gosh, 12 more? I miscounted or something, because we cut 36 and 12 would be 48.
You sure you didn't put 30 in somewhere?
No. Maybe we didn't get 36 off of the first one. No, I didn't count them. I just said you should get 36 off of a 10-yard roll.
Let's see.
yesterday. 360 inches out of 12 inches. That's 36. No, it's 36. Print it. Well, you can't tell. Turn it to me. That's okay. You can point it that way just a little bit more. A little more. That's good. Okay. Come on. This way.
That's your bad side.
That's my side. Okay. Make it a cross now, so. Okay. All right. Well, we came up with this little wooden cross.
Can't see the cross.
Is she? Okay.
See this? Oh, there. I'm going to hold it.
Hold it. Take it. And chili brunch. Okay.